So I'm back with another one of these videos where I literally do nothing but speak into the microphone, which is really bad quality, but we have to make do. So we're just going over the few recent or somewhat not so recent news, such as that person hacking printers for PewDiePie's gain, David Dobrik being exposed by Trisha Paytas, Ariana Grande's racism, stuff like that. So firstly, one of PewDiePie's followers hacked about 50,000 printers to post posters in support of PewDiePie, which resulted in a good, I wouldn't really call it a meme, but like a joke, I guess, and it spread awareness about the lack of printer security. But then obviously people weren't too happy about it because, you know, he hacked their printers. So people are having mixed opinions on that because he did raise awareness for printer security, and some people did appreciate the joke, and obviously PewDiePie appreciated the fact that he was supporting him.
This number here was about 60,000, and now it's dropped down to 39,000.
Secondly, the Trisha Paytas news, where she posted a video about how David Dobrik is a terrible person, speaking about how during her relationship with Jason Nash, David Dobrik would often make jokes about her, Jason, and Tana having a threesome. She made it very clear that she didn't like this joke, but both Jason and David continued to make the joke over and over again, and that got her very riled up. So one of the reasons that she was so upset by this joke is because she found out that before she and Jason started dating, Jason tried to kiss Tana in the changing rooms when they were on a, quote, date for one of David's videos.
He tried to kiss Tana in a dressing room because they went on like a date for a vlog, Jason and Tana, and they both say that, you know, Jason tried to kiss her and she like pulled away, and he's like, oh, it was for the video, to talk about something for the video. I had gone on a date with him for a vlog a couple months before, and he tried to kiss me, and obviously I reciprocated and we had sex, so I know if she would have reciprocated.
But there are obviously a few things in her video, like all of her videos, that didn't add up. For example, she said that she loved Jason so much, but just a few moments later she said that Jason is creepy and disgusting.
I love him so much, because even though Jason's creepy and disgusting,
she said that they covered the joke up by saying that it's just a bit. And that is not a good excuse, because it isn't just a bit. Trisha has used that exact same excuse, saying that people look good naked or their balls are big, when Jason wasn't happy about that, quote, joke.
She was 17 years old, and when I would talk about this with, like, David, he would literally be like, oh, see, it's a big deal. He's 24, like, she's 17, like, you know, just because it's the law, like, a year, like, 6 months, in 6 months she'll be 18. I'm like, it's disgusting. Like, people have found this out. Brandon will call David and be like, you gotta delete these comments about her age and stuff like that, because she was in high school when they started, like, dating and hooking up.
So both Brandon and I believe her name is Lacey have posted on their Twitter accounts that these accusations are not true. But later, Brandon deleted his tweet and a picture of them together on his Instagram, so people speculating whether or not it was true. If it is true, then Trisha had every right to put that in the video, but if she just said that to get more views and more clicks and to stir up more drama, that is the scummiest thing, and I don't think that should have been part of the video. Even if it was true, I still don't think she had to put that in the video exactly. She could have gone to the police or warned Brandon, warned David, and told them that it wasn't right and that Brandon could have just waited.
I don't know what it is. Something bad, something dangerous. Like, they do all these dangerous things. Someone's gonna either die, or ex-wife invited him to Thanksgiving, but I couldn't come. Even though I spend time with the kids all the time and I'm not allowed to come. She's like just a really evil person. She takes her kids to feminist marches, yet says, oh, she does that naked stuff. It's like, that's what a feminist is empowering other women and their bodies and not sexualizing stuff. It's like, she's a...
I agree with this. You cannot be all Taylor Swift and say you're a feminist while slut-shaming other women, because that's what your kids are going to end up believing, a false representation of feminism. To be a feminist is to encourage other women to do what makes them feel comfortable. For some women, that may be modesty, but for others, it is to show off their bodies and to be more confident in that aspect.
And I used to really love David. I used to think he was like so charming, in the same way Ted Bundy was charming. Everyone thought he was charming too. Who turned out to be a serial killer.
And lastly, I want to talk about the Ariana Grande, about her getting an Asian music artist deleted off iTunes because he passed her in listens or music downloads or whatever, and then used Japanese characters as an aesthetic. So for those of you who don't know, this is quite old, but I'm going to talk about it because recently she got the 7 rings tattoo, which turned out to be like Barbecue Girl or something. So there was this Asian artist called Chris Wu, who has many followers over in China. Now his songs were released on iTunes for American listeners before they were released in China. Because of this, his Chinese listeners downloaded VPN to download his music. Because there were so many people downloading his music, people said that they were bots, and Ariana Grande herself agreed with these, and would go around liking people's tweets, and eventually she got Chris Wu's account deleted off iTunes. But later it was brought to attention that it was because of his fans downloading the VPN. But to this day, I still don't believe that his account on iTunes is back up. And Ariana Grande was a massive contributing factor to this, and she didn't try and make it right after she realized, and she definitely realized because she was keeping up with this news and shit. She didn't try to get his account back up. And then she stirred up more heat when Ariana Grande decided to use Japanese characters for an aesthetic. But then people were defending her, or at least trying to defend her, because they didn't know the fucking full story because they're dumb cunts. And Ariana Grande herself tried to defend herself, which is absolute bullshit. Because a lot of people were getting mad at her for using Japanese characters as an aesthetic and not bothering to learn the language, and I didn't have a problem with that, and I wouldn't have if she didn't get Chris Wu deleted off of iTunes in the first place, but she did, and she didn't even try to come forward and talk about that, but she spent so much time tweeting at people about her Japanese aesthetic situation, which means she obviously saw the tweets about Chris Wu. When people called her out for using Japanese characters for aesthetics, she said, "You know how many people make this mistake and don't care just because they like how it looks? Bruh, I care so much. What would you like me to do or say? For real. I would like you to get Chris Wu's account fucking back up and apologize for that shit. This isn't just about using Japanese characters for an aesthetic, you dumb prick." There's a difference between appropriation and appreciation. My Japanese fans were excited when I wrote in Japanese or wore Japanese sayings on my clothing. However, all of the merch with Japanese on it was taken down from my site, not that anyone cared to notice. Right, because that last bit of the tweet makes you such a fucking angel. You're right, there is a difference between appropriation and appreciation. And you didn't do anything wrong about the Japanese aesthetic itself. It's perfectly fine. But it's not okay when you have an Asian music artist deleted because of you, and then use Asian characters for an aesthetic. And Jesus Christ, this fucking tweet. I have crippling anxiety. Lol. I don't like hurting people. People on this app really don't know how to be forgiving or gentle when somebody has made an innocent mistake. No one considers feelings other than their own. It's very pointless. I don't even know why I'm talking about this anymore. Neither do I, because you're not actually talking about the bits that matter. That first sentence, "I have crippling anxiety," was completely pointless. You only added that in for attention and for victimization. But people feel sorry for you and people sympathize for you. People on this app really don't know how to be forgiving or gentle when somebody has made an innocent mistake, because you're not bringing up the part that makes this mistake not so innocent. She seriously doesn't know how to fucking apologize. Is it that hard to just say sorry? Instead, she just victimizes herself with fucking crippling anxiety. This situation was so unnecessary, but she made it a complete fucking piece of shit drama. So yeah, I think that's all I have for today. I got a bit heated at the end, but only because Ariana Grande is being so ignorant and everyone else that's trying to defend her but failing is being so incredibly ignorant, and the reason they're failing is a result of their ignorance. So yeah, outros are annoying. Okay, bye.